Welcome, everyone, to another Results Now webinar. This is Jeff Herring, your host, and we're broadcasting live from our virtual studios here just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Our topic today is Create Your Kindle Book in a Week, the Go Grease Lightning Method to Create Multiple Kindle Books. Now, that title really could say Create Your Kindle Book in a Day, but I didn't think anybody believed that until they saw what I'm going to show you. Okay, so we're going to dive in here. This is going to be a really short webinar. I've got 5 slides for you. We're definitely going to be done. I built this as a 31 and done. Definitely going to be under 31 minutes. Like I said, 5 slides for you. We'll spend some time on one, and you guys are going to be amazed at what you see. A couple of announcements of things coming up. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, if you are not already following me on Twitter, please do so. That's twitter.com/Jeff Herring. Because I'm doing my first of a daily Periscope called the Results Now Cafe. I'm going to do that every day, 5 days a week at 11 o'clock. Do a little show for you. We'll be live in person, and it'll be fun. So come join us over at twitter.com/Jeff Herring, and we'll have a good time. So let's dive in here. And there's a reason I'm showing this set of slides this way, because it's something we're going to do in a little bit. Okay, our sponsors, just like every event, we have 2 sponsors. First one, you can read all the thing by the orange anatomically incorrect Smurf. It's all about the content creation wizard, custom content wizard, and that is our first sponsor. That means there will be an offer at the end of this show. And once you see what this can do, if you don't already have it, get ready, you're going to want it. Our charity sponsor is something I can't wait. We start next week. Organization called Be Rich, Do More, Give More. We partner with organizations in town that are already doing good for folks, feeding people, clothing people that otherwise wouldn't have those things. And we start the drive next Sunday. We usually do 4, 5, 6 million in donations, all of which goes to help people. Donate thousands of hours of volunteer time, tons of clothes and Christmas boxes and food. It's just incredible, and I cannot wait for it to start. Also, the reason I show you that is everything that comes in from my webinars, actually all my live events, a percentage of it goes to this organization, okay? Because I've been really blessed, and I love to give back. And I cannot wait to write that check in a couple weeks to Be Rich. Now, what that means is later on when you invest in yourself with the custom content wizard, you'll also be investing in helping people all over the country and all over the world. So there. Okay, so let's do a little poll here. I want to know, let me get this thing activated here. Have you already purchased a custom content wizard? Just launch the poll. There it is for you. You have 3 possible answers: yes, no, or don't know anything about it yet. This will help me tailor our show today with what you know and what you don't know. Okay, we got half the people voting. I'm going to give it a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll close the poll and we'll share the results. Boy, interesting mix. 45% of you have it, 45% of you don't, 10% of you have not heard anything about it yet. All right, so later on, when we make that special offer, I'm going to call on the 45% that do to talk to the other 55% and say, you need this. And those of you that already have it are going to just be flipping out with what I'm about to show you. Those of you that don't have it, you're going to want it. I'm going to give you a special deal too. All right, so here we go. So what do we got? 3 slides so far? You only promised 5, Jeff. There's only 2 more slides. Oh, my God. Settle down now. The next one's the best one. All right, so I call these the wizard building blocks for Kindle books. All right, these are all 21 templates that oops, I didn't hide the results yet. There we go. Hide the results. Now you can see the wizard building blocks. Yay or nay? Tell me yay or nay in the Q&A, please. You can see the wizard building blocks. Give me a big yes. You can see them. Now that I've hidden. Okay, good. Sometimes I forget to hide the results, and it's not a good thing. All right, so we've got all 21 of the Custom Content Wizard templates up here with an additional one we're adding soon, Hot Topics. And what I've done is I've divided them equally between the templates that talk about things to avoid and templates that talk about the things to do. Now, some people say, oh, these are negative templates. Well, they start off negative, okay, but they pull people in so you can give them the positive in the answers, okay? Let me say that again. They start out negative, but they pull people in, and they are great at pulling people in. So you start out with the negative, then you grab the positive, okay? But you can mix and match these, okay? So here is a Kindle Book Beginner's Guide. Now, the title of this is Kindle Book in a Week. Once I show you what I'm going to show you, you can see why I was tempted to call it Kindle Book in a Day, because you can do this in a day, but I didn't think anybody believed this. But after I show you this, you'll understand. Okay, what I've done is I've pulled 6 templates from above. I call it the Beginner's Guide Kindle Book Template. I pulled the Beginner's Guide, the 3 myths, the basic tips, the 3 mistakes, the advanced tips, next success steps, and then a bonus of hot topics. Okay, so what's the next success steps? I never, ever, ever have a conclusion in any of my Kindle books. Why? Because I don't want them to think it's over. It's not time to go away. It's time to take the next success step. So you fill the next success chapter with a few remarks, maybe going over what you said, but you give them an opportunity to opt in for something. So they've joined your list, and you give them a chance to perhaps buy one of your resources. Okay. So that's one of the ways you make money with Kindle books, folks. Okay. Now, if you do it right for $2.99 and you get $2 a Kindle book, which is better than traditional books where authors sell their books for $20 and get 33 cents. Okay. It's still better. Then a lot of the profits come with building your list and with selling stuff. Okay. Either right from the book or from people on your list. Now, all I've done here is I've just pulled one positive, one negative, one positive, one negative, one positive, and another positive. Okay. Now, what I recommend to make this even easier, we're going to leave these 2 alone. Okay. It's always cool to have hot topics as a bonus at the end of your Kindle book. That's also going to make sure people are more likely to read this if there's this chapter. Now, so there's the beginner's guide. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of these. Hopefully. Goodbye. 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 And goodbye. Now, what I want you to do, you guys getting it, how easy this can be? You see what I just did? Yay or nay in the Q&A. You see what I've done to create a 7-chapter Kindle book? Yes or no, please? Yay or nay in the Q&A? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you. Good. That's very good. All right, now, you're going to help me create another template for one. Okay, and this is all done in the Custom Content Wizard. Okay, so just here in the Q&A, what's the first chapter going to be after the introduction? And let me make that clear, okay, that we need an introduction. Okay, so we'll just move this little guy up here. We're going to have to rename this template, right? So we'll get rid of that. Introduction, introduction, introduction. Okay, what's next? 3 myths. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to copy it. Paste. I'm going to move this little guy right here. So we start out with 3 myths for this template. What's next? You could beef that up, the 3 myths, and make it a Kindle book. And you only need 10 pages of content for a Kindle book. But what's next, guys? Play with me in the Q&A. We've got a full house here. Surely you guys can offer something. Come on now. What's after 3 myths? Here's the things to avoid. Here's the things to do. Basic tips. All right. Got basic tips. Whoop. Why am I going through the trouble of doing this and not just sliding it down? So you can see where it comes from and how you can do this over and over and over again. Okay, 3 missed basic tips. What's next, kids? I need 2 or 3 more. Come on now. This ain't rocket science or rocket surgery or brain science. Barriers. Okay, we got barriers. Slip barriers down here for chapter 3. Then problem stage 1. Okay, thanks for playing along, kids. Makes this a whole lot more fun. And also brings it home better for you. Okay, let's do one more. Unless we want to make this a things not to do, we want to have probably one from column B, the do's. So give me a do. Fundamentals. Okay, we'll do fundamentals. Basic tips and fundamentals. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys just created a nice little Kindle book template here. All right, now we're going to break this down. Like I said, we're going to spend some time on this page and show you that creating a Kindle book with the content, custom content wizard is about as easy as stacking Lego blocks. Like those cool little guys there? Then we have 2 white anatomically incorrect Smurfs. Okay, so we'll call this the basic tips and watch that capital thing, Jeff. Fundamentals template. Okay, gotta put that A in there. All right, now here's the super cool thing. Those of you that have the custom content wizard already know this. So, cheer us on here in the Q&A. When you answer, there's a series of questions you go through in the software about a particular topic in your niche. Okay, once you choose a topic and you answer those questions. Now, here's a beautiful thing we never even intended, Jim Edwards and I, when we built this thing. But when you do that, when you go through those questions on any topic, you come out of that process, which takes about 15, 20 minutes the first time you do it. Later on, it takes only about 10 or 15. I'm up to about 5 to 10 because I do it all the time and I help build it. But when you do it, you come out a better expert on that topic. So just by answering the questions, you're increasing your expertise. Okay. And then you press a couple buttons and boom, you've got content based on your answers in all 21 of these templates. Okay. Now, the other piece of information that's crucial here is each piece of that content, each one of those templates, the article is probably somewhere between a third and 1/2 written already. You've got the titles to choose from. You've got the first paragraph. You've got the second paragraph. You've got each part of the template. So like for the three myths, you'd have each part of the template with questions and writing prompts. So it takes you about 10 minutes to finish this. Okay. And then you've got different choices for calls to action, which you could put in a chapter, but you usually save that for the end. Okay. So think about this. To take an entire week to create a Kindle book, you'd go through the questions, okay? You'd pick out from this diagram which ones you were going to build it with, your building blocks, right? Now, can you do this without the wizard with these building blocks? Sure. But then you've got to write all the content yourself. Why not have it halfway done for you? And the rest has questions and writing prompts, okay? Once you've done that, it takes about 10 minutes to finish the content. 10 or 15, 20 if you really want to stretch it out. All right? So if you spent a half hour to 45 minutes a day, that's all. You could build a Kindle book a week and have it out there working for you as a lead generator and as a profit center. Okay? Now, you could stretch it out for a week if you want. But let me ask you a question, a pop quiz in the Q&A, 2-part pop quiz. Do you see how you could do this in a day And do you now believe you could do this in a day? Yay or nay in the Q&A. Do you see how you could do it in a day? And do you believe that you can do it in a day? Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah, yes, yes. There you go. Okay. Some of you got to try it out to know for sure. Okay. But this is just one you guys created. You can pull. You could do all of these ones and just have a Kindle book about here's all the things not to do. Volume 1. And then volume 2 could be here's all the things to do around a subject. Now, here's why you can create multiple, as many as you want. Very nice, Jeff. Thank you. Appreciate that. Here's how you can create multiple Kindle books, easily one a week if you wanted to. Okay? Because each time, well, let me back up. The reason you can do multiple ones is those questions you answer in the wizard, you don't just do those once. Okay? You can do those over and over and over again. You can do it for multiple topics, multiple niches, multiple anything. Somebody's telling me what a great perspective on the content creation wizard. Thank you. And it's really been an interesting experience because Jim and I built this for a few reasons, and we keep discovering more things it can do. It's really kind of spooky and fun at the same time. And that's why I want to show you this on this show. So really, you could do a whole large book, maybe even a traditional book, and use every single one of these templates if you wanted to, and have 21 chapters. But really, by the time you get done with introductions and next success steps and table of contents and everything else, you can have a Kindle book for 10 pages of content, as long as it's solving one problem. That's the point, is to name one problem and then solve it. Okay? So you're talking about in the basic tips and fundamentals template that you created a few moments ago, you talk about the 3 myths and some basic tips, some barriers to doing those things, problems that you got to get past, and then the fundamentals you need to know. The next success steps is where you invite people to join your list. Basically, there's 3 things people can do. Join your list, come to a webinar like this, and buy your stuff. Okay, those are the 3 things. And then you slip in the hot topics one, which is not in the wizard yet, but it's going to be. But I like it as a bonus one because it pulls people through the next success steps. And just talk about 3 currently hot topics in your niche. Further demonstrate your expertise. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to the 45% of the folks that already have the custom content wizard. Does this notion excite you about what you can do with what you already have? Give me a yay or nay in the Q&A. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, guys. Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right. Now I'm going to speak to the 55% of you that don't yet have this. And while I'm doing that, folks, I want the 45% to talk to the 55%. Okay? For the 45%, while I'm showing these next 2 slides, next 1 slide, because we're at 4 now. I promised you only 5, right? While I'm showing you that, you guys talk to the 55% and tell them why they need to get this. So, here's everything you're going to get with the wizard. Okay? This works in PC or Mac. Okay? You get 21 custom content templates. You can put them out in text. You can create them in a Word doc. Remember, PC and Mac. And also, you can create 21 different PowerPoints with these in PC and Mac. Okay, so you can create videos with this. And what I would do, what I do is, I'm just thinking about what my son would say if they heard that. Sorry. What I do with that is I create videos to advertise my books. Oh, cool, yes. Says someone, yes, because I was about to start writing a book from scratch this week. Well, here you go. You don't got to start from scratch. Plus, you get 64 content idea starters. You'll never run out of ideas for contents and for Kindle books. Plus, these are great Facebook engagement tools or any social media engagement tools. And 145 content title template suggestions. You'll never run out of ideas for books, kids. Then we give you a bunch of bonuses. How to outsource all your content. Each one of these are webinars. Limitless blog and Facebook content. 5 to 10 minute content promo plan. Plus pre-done project files of other niches. There's 15 in there now. We're going to add some every month. Okay. You add all this together, there's a real world value of $1,273. All right, now we've been putting off raising the price on this for some time because our programmer got married and went on a honeymoon, and there's just been other stuff going on. We're going to add some things. We've already added a Facebook group that's rocking, where you guys help each other. We answer your questions. We give you hints and things to do. And there's already some joint ventures formed out of that, which is cool. We're upgrading a lot of things. We're adding some templates. And you can wait until the price goes up and get it then. Or you can come on board and get all of this stuff, okay? I am not kidding. You can do all this content, all these videos, all these everythings, and just so happens you can do these Kindle books, okay? You ready? You ready to hear what the investment is? Tell me, let me do this. Just like that TV show, okay? Extreme Home Makeover, that's what it was, yeah. Yell in the Q&A for me. Jeff, move that slide. Jeff, move that slide. Move that bus. I love it. No, I got to be move that slide. Come on now, move that slide. All right, move that slide, move that slide, move that slide. $97, one payment, okay? No continuity, no $97 a month, okay? No upsell hell. It's one purchase, one-time payment at the link you see right there. Custom Content Wizard Special. I'm going to take a moment to type that in. Custom Content Wizard. Nope. Wizard Special.com. Okay. It is now in your chat box. I would like for some of you to go over there and click on it just to make sure that it's working okay. I have the Custom Content Wizard. It rocks. Thank you for saying that. Lots of comments telling you guys, go get this now. And I appreciate that. And that's my message to you too. Okay. Remember, I told you this is going to be 31 and done. 5 slides. I've kept all my promises. We're going to get in way under 30 minutes. The link works. Okay, great, guys. Everybody rush the 55%. Please rush over to customcontentwizardspecial.com. And I say please, not because I need it, because I want you to be able to do this. Like I said, Jim Edwards and I created this to help people create content. What's happened since we launched this in July is something we never intended for. It's actually changing the internet and the way people do things. And we're learning more and more about what it can do. Thus, the webinar tonight, Kindle book in a day or in a week. Okay? So, I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes answering any questions you have. And this will be it. Will there be a replay? Yes, as long as technology has worked, because I hit the replay button. There will be a replay. I expect that out by tomorrow. Somebody's saying it's very easy to create PowerPoints and then let Fiverr people do the videos for me. Yeah, absolutely. So you don't even have to create this yourself, because what you can do is send it over to Fiverr and have somebody create the content, create the video, finish up the Kindle book yourself. That's what I do to have my Kindle books formatted. I just go over to Fiverr. And here come the ka-chings. Congratulations to everybody that's coming on board out of the 55%. Now, what's the rest of you? Oh, I love this question. Do you anticipate 31 and done type webinars in the future like this? So cool that we don't have to sit through hours and hours. And well, you get the message. Yeah, absolutely. Who's asking me this? Absolutely, you can expect more of these. Because I like doing it that way too. Okay. And I just like delivering the goods and having some fun with you. So yeah, you can expect more of those. And I'm going to have a little after chat after we start the recording and ask you guys some questions. So hang around. If there's no more questions, that's the deal. This will probably not be a deal anymore by the end of the week once we get all the upgrades done and the price goes up to $197. So now is the time to come in, create all this content, create all these videos, create all your Kindle books. Okay. Now, the link you want to go to is customcontentwizardspecial.com. It's there in your chat box. So all you got to do is click on it and I appreciate you hanging out with me for this very quick webinar. I'm glad you like them because I sure like them. And so what I want you to do is receive my appreciation for hanging out because you know what? There's a lot of these things going online nowadays, and you chose to hang out here. And I always honor and appreciate that. Go get this stuff at customcontentwizardspecial.com. And as always, go use this stuff because it flat out works.